from Tafwa, and I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Freddy. I'm from Gamiatong. I listen to Mario on the traffic jam every afternoon.
Hi, my name is Salah. I live in Asinu. Today FM rocks.
My name is Denasa and I'm from Lutoka and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Hulamila. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM. It rocks in Raki Raki.
I'm Mary from Mandera. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
We love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, this is FBC News. I'm Jackie Spate. In this bulletin, police investigate plots to destabilise the government. International Committee of the Red Cross works with local authorities on human rights issues. And PAFCO struggles to meet local demand for canned tuna. Police are investigating alleged plots to destabilise the government. Acting Police Commissioner Brigadier General Sithiveni Gilio says email correspondence has been discovered by an internet shop owner which mentions government ministers.
Definitely it's something to do with destabilization of government and also prominent people in Fiji, including myself.
We will have details on this story later in the bulletin. Meanwhile, police have assured that they are on top of investigations and there is no threat to national security. Acting Commissioner Brigadier General Sithiveni Gilio says they are thoroughly involved in the investigation and Fijians need not be alarmed. Gilio adds police must be allowed to carry out their work and there is no cause for alarm. A primary school student from Lautoka remains in critical condition after being hit by a truck. We strongly advise viewer discretion as the following footage may be disturbing. Police Director of Traffic SSP Mishra has confirmed that the 13-year-old boy seen here was hit at the pedestrian crossing on Friday afternoon. The boy is seen trapped under the truck and is dragged a few meters by the impact. The truck was driven by a 54-year-old farmer from Ba. Police are investigating. The International Committee of the Red Cross is pleased with the way humanitarian rights issues have improved in Fiji. The Vice President of the ICRC, Christine Burley, was in Fiji recently and has given the thumbs up for corrections services and peacekeeping operations.
The International Committee of the Red Cross provides relief in situations of conflict and violence. In the Pacific and specifically Fiji, the ICRC helps train disciplined forces on human rights and how to treat people who may be vulnerable.
In Fiji, we visit prisons and we make training for police forces and armed forces. And I think we have a very good collaboration also with the authorities of Fiji, and we can really bring an added value in this matter. And I think also that all of us as well, the authorities as ourselves, we would like to continue with this cooperation and think that it is of the benefit also for the population of Fiji.
Christine Birley says ICRC's main focus in the South Pacific region is to educate authorities on the international humanitarian laws. A lot of work goes around behind the scenes as the ICRC conducts all its operations with discretion.
It helps forward to develop the conditions in the prisons because we working on the principle of confidentiality, this gives us the access. If we would go into a prison and then directly outside to the media and just tell everybody what we have seen, nowhere in the world we would get access to prisons.
The ICRC also works with Fijian peacekeepers, training them on what is required of them under international human rights laws while working in areas of conflict.
The trainers are people who worked in the same domain. The people we bring here to train these armed forces are people who have an experience in such situations, who have also worked in armed forces and also have lived through situations of conflict and war.
Burley says if the world had a better understanding of the humanitarian laws, there would be less conflict. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
Pacific Fishing Company is struggling to meet the local market demand for its canned tuna products. Eleanor Turangaivu spoke to PAFCO chairman Iqbal Janif.
95% of PAFCO's products are exported to Bumblebee Foods Limited in North America. A 3,200-ton capacity cold storage facility currently being built by the company is expected to see this export grow even further.
Our export to our current buyer will increase because any fish that we receive will be converted to loins after it has been cooked and processed and exported. So the more fish we receive, the more loins we can export.
The remaining 5% of tuna is canned for local consumption. PAFCO chairman Iqbal Janif says while they get good returns from their canned products, they're still unable to fulfill the local demand.
We're hoping that when the new facility is created and the cold store moves from the building behind me, everything moves into the new facility, we will be able to get some more space in this building to enlarge our canning facility.
The new facility should help the company meet the demand for its canned products.
We will be able to can more for the local market. This is the Coral Sea, tuna and Overlau Blue, Old Capital, Sunbelt. All these are our brands. So we will be able to put more of those on the shelves.
Janif says the new facility will also enable PAFCO to hold sufficient fish to cover the off-season months when the catch is low. Eleanor Turangaivu, FBC News.
Coming up on FBC News, Fiji's costume on display at Miss World pageant in China.
मैं नीलगिरी मदर्स क्लब की रोहिणी कुमार हूँ और रेडियो फीजी 2 की मैं बड़ी दीवानी हूँ।
मेरा नाम राम है, मैं लटोका में रहता हूँ और जस्ती करके मैं रेडियो फीजी 2 सुन रहा हूँ।
हाय, मैं हूँ आईना नाववा टाउन से। नाववा में रेडियो फीजी 2 सबकी पसंद।
मेरा नाम अश्विन है, मैं रेगरेकी में टैक्सी का व्यापार करता हूँ और ज़्यादातर हम लोग रेगरेकी में रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनते हैं।
हमारा नाम रोशनी है, मैं तावा टाउन से बात कर रही हूँ। मुझे रेडियो फीजी बहुत पसंद है।
रेडियो फीजी 2 देश की धड़कन।
Welcome back. This is FBC News. Going back to our lead story tonight, police are investigating alleged plots to destabilize the government. Email correspondence was discovered by an internet shop owner which spoke about ministers in government and Acting Police Commissioner Brigadier General Sitivening Gilio.
The alleged plot came to light after an internet shop owner of Lautoka was allegedly physically abused with a hot rod. Speaking to FBC News, Police Commissioner Brigadier General Sitivening Gilio says a team from Internal Affairs has been sent to the West to investigate. Brigadier General Gilio has also given directives to all police officers in the West to lay off the victim while he is admitted in hospital.
Yes, I can confirm that, and he's also provided us information that he's found on one of his computers that we are working on now with the investigators. That I cannot divulge at the moment, but definitely it's something to do with the destabilization of government and also prominent people in Fiji, including myself.
Brigadier General Gilio wouldn't speak on the nature of the emails in questions and also didn't answer questions on whether police officers were involved in the alleged plot to undermine national security. He is expected to give more detailed reports in a few days once officers have followed up all the leads.
That's the big question right now that the investigators are looking into. I'm hoping my men are not involved. But if they are involved, surely they will be taken to task.
Brigadier General Gilio has also confirmed the military is looking after the alleged abuse victim in hospital to keep away anyone who tries to get access to him. Only police investigators from Suva are allowed to speak with the man who is recovering in the Lautoka hospital. Ako si Tatalei, FBC News.
The Fiji National Provident Fund has devised a 5-year strategic plan to raise it to new levels of performance. FNPF Chief Investment Officer Chochi Koroi says part of the plan is the review of their corporate statement, which focuses mainly on protecting retirement savings. Savaru Tambua has more.
The Fiji National Provident Fund is adamant the 5-year strategy will enable it to achieve a more strong operation model, which will set the fund on a strong growth on all fronts. Chief Investment Officer Chao Chikoroi says the transformation of the fund's services is crucial in the protection of members' hard-earned retirement savings.
So it's quite recognition that the fund, in terms of the implementation of the system, will not only provide a robust IT system, but it also provides the platform to transform how we work with our members.
From next year, anyone from the age of 6 can save his or her money with FNPF. This is to ensure that come retirement age, more funds is available for members.
Voluntary contributions, this is also open up to other non-members, and I think from next year, the age of starting will be reduced to 6 years. So this is quite a very convenient way of putting money aside for those who start young, and when they can start work, they at least have a lot of balance to look after that.
The FNPF will pursue a more active role in financial literacy and provisions for retirement planning tools to support their goals of ensuring that members have adequate savings for retirement. Sabera Tambua, FBC News.
Former Fiji National University Vice-Chancellor Ganesh Chand appeared in the Suva High Court this morning, charged with 1 count of abuse of office. It's alleged that Chand approved payments for overseas medical treatment for former Education Minister Philippe Mbole without approval from the FNU Council. Defence Counsel Devanesh Sharma told the court that there is no personal gain in this matter. He also mentioned that Mbole was also the chairman of the FNU Council at that time when the allegations were put to Chand. The case will be recalled on the 25th of January 2016. 53-year-old former pastor Chone Dokanuto appeared in the Suva High Court for a bail hearing today. Dokanuto, charged with rape and indecent assault, has been remanded in custody since September this year. He is also facing 1 count of indecent assault. Bail hearing continues tomorrow before Judge Justice Salesi Temo. The Ministry of Women, Children and Poverty Alleviation is addressing cases of children selling food items in Suva. Permanent Secretary Dr. Josefa Koroi-Vueta says they found 8 children selling food late in the evenings in some of the busy shopping centres around the city. He says the ministry doesn't tolerate the use of children in any form of child labour or any illegal activities. A network has been formed between the Fiji Police Force, Ministry of Labour, Suva City Council and the Ministry of Children, which is already conducting operations this week. Members of Parliament are attending a 3-day retreat at the Intercontinental Hotel in Sigatoka. The MPs are being briefed on the various global environmental funds, having secured $67 million from the Green Climate Fund, one of only 8 countries in the world to do so. MPs are also expected to learn the importance of social media and how they connect with citizens through social media, as well as using social media to highlight their work and integrating it into a communication strategy. The workshop is being facilitated by UNDP Pacific, the Fiji Parliament and the Departments of Energy, Agriculture, Environment and Finance. The costume of Miss World Fiji Brittany Hazelman is on display as auditions for Dancers of the World get underway in Sanya, China. Her attire, made from hand-printed masi, coconut fiber, shells and freshwater pearls, is being displayed on the Miss World website. Fiji won Best Costume in 2012 and made it into the top 10 costumes last year. Local designer Hupville Herder is the man behind the costume. He says he's worked closely with Hazelman to ensure Brittany was comfortable and that the costume stayed true to Fiji.
A lot of people don't know the costume, so when you have to dance, you have to, not that, you also confined because there's a lot of movement, and it's not like if she has to showcase a costume, you really can go out. You can be extravagant because you're just showcasing. So she's just basically modeling the costume. I know when you look at it, some people will say, "Oh, it looks very Aboriginal." It looks contemporary because it has some Fijian authentic designs in it, and it also is very contemporary, which means it's modern. We're moving into modern Fiji.
Miss World 2015 will be crowned on December 19th. And on that note, Charlie starts the new week of sports. What do you have for us?
Jackie, coming up tonight, Nandi win 2015 Pacific Cup in New Zealand. And junior flying Fijians prepare for qualifiers. Stay with us for that and more.
Yandra! I love listening to Gold FM at Golden Point Resort. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is General from Rakiriki Village. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic.
I'm Moses from Value. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Marida Manako. I'm from Kandavu. I like listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Silipa from Tavwa Town. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
The Nandi football side won its third Pacific Cup in 4 years, defeating defending champions, the NZFFI All-Stars 2-0 in the final in New Zealand yesterday. Guest player Christopher Clark and Ilya Salino scored for the Jet Setters in a tightly contested final. Rohit Deo with the details.
Pacific Cup title number 3 it is for the team from Nandi. With both teams locked at 0-0 at halftime, Christopher Clark opened the deadlock midway in the second spell. NZFFI applied pressure looking for the equalizer, but this goal from Ilya Salino, which was one of the best in the tournament, sealed the deal for the Jet Setters. The Kamal Swami-led side received in New Zealand $10,000 for the victory, and the mentor acknowledged the huge support received in New Zealand.
I think this is our ground too, so most of the trophies we have won is in this ground, and I think we have won against Nandi, that is our own team, so I think congratulations to them to reach the final.
The New Zealand side, gracious in defeat, praised the winners for a well-planned final.
Out of my boys, congratulations to Nandi Fiji team. I mean, they deserve this win. They were a better side from day one.
Next year's tournament, for the first time, will be held in Fiji. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
The Vodafone Fiji Under-20 rugby side settled into camp in Suva a week ahead of the Oceania Junior Trophy tournament, which starts on Friday. The 26-member squad has spent the past month training in Singatoka to prepare for the competition. The winner joins Samoa in the Junior World Trophy in Zimbabwe next year. The Fiji Under-20 side is marching into the Oceania Junior Trophy with a confident stride after a solid build-up in Singatoka. The side will host Tonga, Vanuatu and Papua New Guinea at the ANZ Stadium and is looking forward to putting in a good display in front of the home fans.
Management have been talking to us how important this game is for us, and I guess this is our home, and we're not going to try and give it away that easily. So yeah, go for it.
England-based rep Savo is one of the 8 survivors from the squad that featured in the Junior World Trophy in Portugal earlier this year, with the rest to don the national jumper for the first time.
So we picked the best 26 who went through the training, the core skills, what we wanted from them.
Fiji will take on PNG in its opening game on Friday at 5 p.m. The side is determined to put in a solid display to earn qualification for the Junior World Trophy. Teams that haven't yet qualified for the 2016 Bailey's Coral Coast Sevens in Singatoka will compete in the Westfield Dragons Sevens tournament next month. The Westfield competition is a qualifying leg and organizers are watching for fresh talent. Josephine Navola has the details.
Gearing up for the new 7th season, the Westfield Dragons organizers have taken a different approach. Tournament director Ratu Ponichese Rayasi says the competition will be an opportunity to see some new teams in action.
We won't be accepting teams that have been that already qualified. For example, teams like Police, Tamandamu, Ulinakau, Yamadia, and the Warden School. So we Westfield team management executives, we have made criteria.
Prayasi adds the Westfield tournament will open doors for players who show up and impress.
There are lots of talents who can make it to the Fiji team. I think there we will be requesting the team selectors for national sevens team to be available on our tournament.
24 teams will compete in the Westfield Dragons Mini Sevens tournament at Prince Charles Park in Nandi on Christmas Day. The winner will qualify for the Coral Coast Sevens at Lawanga Park in January next year. Josephine Vula, FBC Sports.
16 football teams will be competing in the Rooster National Club Championship, which will kickstart this weekend. The Southern Division has 11 teams, while 6 teams will battle it out in the Western Division. Games will be held on Saturday and Sunday, and the pool draws will be held on Wednesday. The final playoffs will be held next weekend at Govin Park in Ba. Former national swimming rep Willisoni Malani is eyeing a spot in the Fiji weightlifting team to compete in the Oceania Weightlifting Championship in Suva next year. The Maris Brothers High School student is the younger brother of national swimming champion Meli Malani. He joined the Suva Weightlifting Club a year ago and is eager to prove his worth against the best lifters in the region next year.
What made me join weightlifting was I thought I think I have the potential to do good in weightlifting. Yeah, for next year Oceania, really just improve in my liftings, and if I get a medal, then that's icing on the cake.
Malani's Suva Weightlifting Club and the Ovalau Weightlifting Club from Levuka will be vying for places in the national squad in the Oceania Championship in Suva next year. England striker Harry Kane scored twice as Tottenham brushed aside London rival West Ham in a convincing 4-1 victory in the English Premier League. Although the Spurs remain in 5th in the standings, the North London team firmly reasserted its claim for a Champions League spot and equaled a club record by going 12 games unbeaten. And that was sports for tonight. Back to Jackie now for business.
Fiji Airways has named Shanaz Voss as Executive General Manager Fiji Link and Group Corporate International and Government Affairs. Voss becomes the first local in 5 years to become EGM for the airline, demonstrating the company's commitment to the progression of Fijian aviation professionals. As well as leading the team at domestic subsidiary Fiji Link, Voss will be responsible for the Fiji Airways Group's Corporate Communications Department. Fiji Airways Managing Director and CEO Andre Filion says Voss carries a wealth of knowledge and experience. Cloudy skies and light showers across all of the nation today, even in the west, which saw its first bit of rain in weeks. Temperatures remain high, with Nandi, Lautoka and Lambasa reaching 33 degrees. Sabu Sabu was at 30 and Suva and Ba hit 29. Tomorrow will be much the same as today, which means the west might get a bit more much-needed rain in the afternoon. And looking ahead to Wednesday, more of the same. Sea conditions will be rough to very rough due to strong southeast winds with gusts to 35 knots. And our main stories tonight. Police uncover plots to destabilize the government, targeting ministers and acting police commissioner Brigadier General Sithiven Ngilio. International Committee of the Red Cross works with Fiji's disciplined forces on human rights laws. And PAFCO struggles to meet local demand for canned tuna. Results now from last week's poll question we had asked. Can the Fijiana rugby team win gold at the Rio Olympics? 69% answered yes. This week we're asking, do we need more police patrols over the festive period? Visit our FBC website to take part. Remember, you can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spade. Bye for now.
Kita wani laki-laki lo menikoro tau binakapio na pa Mambula FM niron tau bingkarapi open hilo po viroro odo na Mambula FM number 2 na ser
iyo Mambula bina tangu epeli untuk taliten na parang Mambula FM na go
number 2 na nga Mambula FM no sur Mambula FM number 2 na ser
Mula siya kuni ba ulambasa na ko bila merikibi Mambula FM number 2 na ser talita itu ngai lepas.
Bula FM number 2 NSR.